Hi guys! This video series includes instructional snippets of ways to perform family history. Please see the video summary for some useful links and information. This tutorial will go over the basics of starting with a fresh family tree. This is necessary for all new users to FamilySearch, but once done, you never need to do it again, and the task is actually quite simple. So I'm going to log in to my FamilySearch account. Once you're logged in to your FamilySearch account, just go ahead and go to your family tree. You should see a pop-up, much like this one. If so, click Start here and just follow the instructions on screen. If you follow it correctly, you should be ready to use FamilySearch. You can just stop watching this video. On the other hand, a lot of people I know, they have one or two living relatives missing. And so I want to go over this without clicking on the pop-up to show you how to do that manually using the pedigree view. First, you'll need the information of your living relatives, such as parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents. All you really need is their names and how they are connected to you. Birthdays and other information is only useful for your own curiosity. Second, you'll need the information of the first deceased ancestor in each of those lines. This is probably going to be your grandparents or great-grandparents. It is important to get as accurate of information as possible for these individuals. This is because once you've established your line to a deceased ancestor, you've just connected yourself to a real public record. This will usually link you to an entire line of family members. It's like magic. But if you connect to the wrong person, your whole line will be connected to the wrong family. It'll be like showing up to the wrong family reunion and not even realizing it, as if family reunions weren't awkward enough. To get the information of the first deceased ancestor in a line, you should ask your relatives. So, time to enter this information into FamilySearch. You can do this directly on the pedigree page. For a living individual, this is quite easy. I'm going to go ahead and do it on the father's side all the way back to a deceased ancestor. For this, I'm just going to be using my actual family just to make sure I can actually get real people connected to me. So, again, this is a living individual, so I'm going to click Living. I don't need to care about date of birth or birthplace. I'm just going to go ahead and click Next. And there's going to be no matches found, but that's because it's a living individual. So I'm just going to go ahead and add new. It takes a little bit for FamilySearch to add these things in, but once you're ready, I'm also going to add in my grandpa. And he is also alive. Now that that's done, I can add in my great-grandpa, who is dead. And so this one's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to try and add as accurate information as I know about him. I was able to actually get this information from FamilySearch from another family member. So let me just enter this in. You can see that FamilySearch will give you a standardized date, which is one you can pick from here. It'll also give you a standardized place. I'm also going to enter in his death date and place. So now it's going to try and find a match on FamilySearch. You can see that there are actually a lot of possible matches First of all, there is Albert George Saunders, and this is my actual grandfather. Not going to click on Add Person, though, because I can see that the next one is Albert George Saunders with Bernice, and Bernice is my great grandmother, and so I actually want to add a couple. We can also see a few other alternatives here, but we don't want these alternatives. These are just things that FamilySearch says is possible. I could also create it as a new person, but I definitely don't want to do that. So I'm going to add the couple that they've suggested right at the top here. As I do this, you will see the magic of FamilySearch unfold. Now I am connected to a line of individuals way far back, and this just opens up all the possibilities of FamilySearch that we'll be using in the future tutorials. So continue this process for your father's line, your mother's line, until you've linked to a line of all your deceased ancestors. Do the same for adding a spouse, if you have one, and then the spouse's line. That's it. Congratulations. You are now ready to use FamilySearch as intended. To get started, watch the video introduction tutorials posted in the video summary below. Subscribe to this channel for updates with new video tutorials if you'd like. I also keep comments closed to avoid the typical user YouTube banter. However, I am open to feedback, questions, or suggestions. Please see the video summary for more information on how to contact me. Thanks for watching.